Hi, it's Sarah. Today we're going to discuss Gemini natives forecast for December 2019. If this resonates with you, then be sure and watch it all the way to the end because there are some surprise twists in this. Spoiler, right? And if not, if it doesn't resonate with you, then no worries whatsoever, just pass it on by. There are thousands and thousands of Geminis out there, and we are all in different stages of our lives, so of course this will not apply to everyone. What I have done is shuffled and Reiki'd the entire tarot deck. We're using the Rider-Waite deck today, and picked the cards, one card for each week in December and a qualifier below it. Yeah, pretty interesting, isn't it? Okay, so let's start at the beginning. The first card is such a sweet, nice card. I always like it when this card turns up in a reading. This is basically childhood innocence, having that kind of happiness too. It's not monetary driven, it's spending time with your family or your friends, having a good time, everything's going well. There is no adult fears or worries interfering. So in other words, you're not worrying about money or work or grades or anything like that. You're just present and having fun, which is wonderful. Okay, so let's look at the qualifier. And we see it's the Chariot, which seems to be at complete odds with this card, doesn't it? I would take this to mean that if you've been struggling with something or you've been having maybe problems in your relationship or problems at home, the fighting is suspended for the first week. You can just relax and have fun, and everyone will be on their best behavior and not trying to escalate this situation. So it looks like the first week is going to be really nice. The second week is too. We have a really nice Pentacle card. This particular card is read as the Master Craftsman. This is someone who excels at his job, makes quality whatever it is, or does a quality service, and gets paid richly for it. So if you're in business for yourself, you can expect it to be a really good week. Or if you're working elsewhere, you're probably going to get a nice Christmas bonus because people do realize how hard you work and they do consider you a master at your craft. So that's really nice. It's always nice to be recognized and valued at your job or vocation. The card under it, the qualifier, is a Cups card, so it's a little bit of an emotional thing. You may feel very emotional about your current situation with work, maybe trying to decide what you need to put more emphasis on and what you need to let go of. And that's completely normal. We're looking at 2020 and we're trying to, definitely get all our ducks in a row before the new year and before the new 12-year cycle. If you haven't already, I would suggest that you watch the preview of 2020, the Metal Rat. It's linked up here. I'll put a card and also in the description below. And that will give you an overview of the general energy for 2020 and what you can expect. The majority of people I've been talking to lately have been telling me they've been pushed by spirit to kind of take stock of where they are in their career and decide if this is the way they want it to go. And usually they're at some crossroads or some point in their life where they're doing a job that they may like and may be very good at, but they don't know that they want to keep doing it for the next decade. So you may be there as well, and that's okay. You can change this anytime because you succeeded at this and you did well and mastered your craft. Why couldn't you do that again? Why couldn't you pick up a new vocation and master it as well? Okay, so the next card, which will be the third week of December, is the Two of Cups, and the Hierophant is the qualifier. This is also someone who is a master at their vocation. Also, it could mean that you're probably working too hard and you need to take a break and you need to rest too. So it'd probably be a good idea to take some time off this week. This is also someone who is celebrated in their field, possibly a doctor or doing some kind of healing modality. You are excelling at your chosen profession and people are starting to notice. So this is a really good sign. The qualifier too, being the Hierophant, is about the spiritual side. Success is not always measured in dollars and cents. Sometimes we can be very wealthy and still be very unhappy. We can be doing the job that we were meant to do and still be unhappy. So this card is about working on your spiritual path. Celebrate your wins, definitely the third week of December, but also maybe get back into a spiritual routine, get back to meditating, maybe doing Tai Chi or some martial arts, and yoga, of course, to balance your energy out. While it's great to be successful, you have to address all avenues of your life. And then the fourth week, we have the Ten of Swords and the Stars. or excuse me, the Star. So the 10 of Swords is one of those frightening cards. When it comes up, most people kind of gasp because it is a man who is stabbed in the back with 10 swords. Lessons, 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 right? And it is actually pretty self-explanatory. It means be on the lookout for people bad-mouthing you, betraying you, talking about you behind your back, or generally someone who is betraying your confidence, whether they're gossiping about you at work or about your home life. Watch out for that. It could also indicate someone around you is playing a victim or a martyr and wanting attention and wanting you to play along. And the only way that that works is if you take up the mantle of the villain, and that's not who you are. So just be aware of that. You can always excuse yourself from drama. You can always just step away from it. It's kind of uncomfortable in the beginning, but once you learn that boundary, it gets easier and easier. And the qualifier for this card is the Star. This card is all about spirituality, hope for the future, inspiration, and contentment. So you can see if you put these two cards together, it's just going to be a small bump in the road. You know, somebody's going to say something smart to you, or maybe, you know, spread a rumor about you, but it's not going to last. It doesn't hold any weight because people that count know you and know you're a good person. So this card signifies renewal, serenity, spirituality, positivity. So you're going to start 2020 from a very good space as long as you don't get dragged through the mud with this drama. Just say no to the drama, okay? And this is kind of a short reading compared to some of the others because actually this is a good reading. Yeah, there's a little bit of up and down here. Nothing you can't handle and nothing that's going to affect your month at all. It's just going to be minor things that irritate you and they're gone in passing. And so yes, this is a pretty short reading because actually it's really good. It's going to be a little bit of stress during December, but nothing you can't handle, and you're going to come out in a much better place than when you started the month. But there is no major upheaval or any big life lessons brewing that you need to be aware of. So short and sweet, but hey, things are good, so yeah. Okay, if you haven't already, please subscribe. And once again, guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next video. Reiki Blessings. Bye-bye.